Hey, this is Adam Levy from Guitar Tips and Guitar Tips Pro. No theme song here for this video. In fact, no guitar, because I just want to get right into it. My friend Jens Larsen just posted a video called 3 Things You Need to Know for Chord Melody. And it is a fantastic video for anybody who's curious about chord melody style. The style of Joe Pass or Ted Green or other great solo guitarists. Somehow in 7.5 minutes, Jens manages to pack in a whole lot of information. The video is called 3 Things You Need to Know, but there's more than 3 things in that video. There's several really great ideas, really clear and specific musical examples. So I just wanted to, and there'll be a link to it below this video, so you can go and watch the video. I'll also include links to Jens's YouTube channel and his Patreon channel, where you can support the work that he does. He's a great player and he's a great teacher. So I don't want to be redundant and repeat all of the stuff that he says in his video. You can check it out. But I just wanted to add a few more things, 3 more things that I think are important when you're arranging for solo guitar in a chord melody style. One is, don't be afraid to transpose. If you are learning a tune like a jazz standard from the real book, if you're learning Have You Met Miss Jones or something like that, it's going to be in a particular key in the real book or wherever, whatever sheet music you're looking at, but that's really just a suggestion. The key is movable. If you're playing chord melody, the song that you're playing, the melody really has to sing on the guitar. And if you were actually a singer, you would have no hesitation about transposing the song. You'd look at the entire range of the song from the highest note in the melody to the lowest note, and you'd consider what your vocal register is, and you would just transpose the whole thing so that it sits in the best possible range for your voice. And we should be unafraid to do that on the guitar. The real book is not the Bible or the Quran. It's just a book. A lot of times things are in particular keys in sheet music, either because there's an iconic recording, maybe there's a Miles Davis or Bill Evans recording of a particular tune in a particular key. Other times sheet music is published in a particular key just to keep the melody kind of in the staff, so you don't have a bunch of ledger lines below or above. So number 1 tip here, don't be afraid to transpose. Make the melody really sing on the guitar. Number 2, as Jens says, listen to some of the great chord melody stylists like Joe Pass or Ted Green. I would also encourage you to listen to piano players who play solo. I'm going to include a Spotify link here with a dozen solo piano recordings. It's not all jazz. It's a little bit all over the place stylistically, but I think it's important just to listen. Whatever style you're into. Chord melody, that's a whole other thing. When we say chord melody, a lot of times people just assume we're talking about jazz, but you can play, any song that has a melody and chords, you can play in a chord melody style. So as you'll hear on this piano playlist, some of the tunes are familiar tunes from jazz. Some of the tunes are original tunes. Some are almost in a kind of modern classical style. So there's lots you can do, and I find it really helpful to listen to what piano players do and see if I can take some of that onto the guitar. Just, why not? And then my 3rd tip for need to know chord melody, something I've said here before, I'll say it again: get a gig. One of the best things you can do to improve your chord melody solo guitar playing is to have to go out and do it in public on a regular basis. Go play in a coffee shop. Go play in a museum. Go play on the street if that's where you're comfortable. Any place that you can show up regularly and play for at least an hour, maybe 2 hours. more if you're really into it, and your hands can take it, and your mind doesn't wander too much. It's okay to suck. It's okay to have a weekly solo guitar gig before you're really ready. I honestly think that doing that on a regular basis will get you ready a whole lot faster than just sitting in your practice room and trying to make everything sound perfect. So those are my 3 tips. I hope you will check out everything Jens has to say. Again, his video is just like 7.5 minutes. It's really concise, but really packed with goodness. So do check that out. Until next time, for Guitar Tips and Guitar Tips Pro, I'm Adam Levy. Stay tuned and take good care.